Hi everybody, welcome to another Heaton House Farm Supplier Showcase. My name is Jo and I'm one of the event coordinators here at the venue. So over the last couple of months we've been talking to some of our recommended suppliers and we've still got loads left to talk to as well. So tonight I'm going to be joined by Katie, and she is one of our venue dressers and her company is called Venue Perfection. And Katie's worked at the venue for many, many years, and I've been lucky enough to work with her as well on many occasions as well. So we're going to give a little bit more of an insight to what Katie does and her business. Now, if you have any questions that you want to ask Katie, then please pop them into the comments box below, as we will be reading them out towards the end. Or if you want to just give us a hello, a wave, a thumbs up, just to say that you're there with us this evening, we'll get going shortly. So if I'd like to bring Katie into our chat.
Hi.
Hi, Katie. How are you?
Hi, Jo. Yeah, I'm really well, thank you.
Good. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, good. So I know quite a lot about you because we have worked at many events here at Heaton House Farm. But for everyone who's watching tonight, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I am married with two boys who I love very, very much, but they do drive me crazy at some times. So I like to have a good balance in between work and my home life. I love to do yoga, and also we take quite a lot of breaks. We've got a caravan, so we've been taking quite a few breaks over the lockdown, and we've done quite a lot of cycling, walking and exploring. As you can see in that photograph, we built an allotment in the garden, so we had some rather large courgettes, so I've become had my green fingers out during lockdown.
Oh, you certainly have. Looks like you got some great produce on the go there. We'll be enlisting you to help with some of our greens that we have growing here as well at the venue.
Yeah, no, we've been well for our first year. Yeah, it's been good.
Oh, we have had very good weather though, so you've been quite fortunate, and the time to be able to put into looking after them and caring for them, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they've had a good time.
So what made you become a venue dresser?
Right, so I've always, like, from a little girl, I've always been, when I was younger, my mum always said to me, I'll do something creative. I always used to play around the house with things and putting them in position and, you know, messing around with them until they were just right and on my dressing table. And then after I got married, I felt like this was my vocation in life. Everyone said that you know, you're really creative. When I think back now to my wedding decor, it's nothing like what we do now, but everyone seemed to be impressed. And yeah, so it went from there. I went to university, did a degree in business, and then after then I ended up, well, I did work for a little while, and then ended up selling my Mini, getting a white van. All my friends were laughing at me driving around in this white van, bought some chairs.
Bit different to a Mini.
Yeah, 10 candelabras, and that was it. And then the business just grew.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That's a really good story. That is. That's nice to know that something you just became passionate about, you've actually turned into your livelihood. So that's amazing. Well done.
Yeah, I do really enjoy it.
Yeah, and like you said, like how times have changed. Like getting married 10 years ago, and you know the different trends that have come in. I bet it's like quite strange when you look back at your own wedding photos. It's like,
definitely. Yeah, it was coral everywhere, coral bows, coral flowers. You know, don't get me wrong, I still like coral, but probably just tame it down a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure it looked beautiful, don't worry. So you've been one of our recommended suppliers for how many years is it now?
Do you know, I think it's about 8 years. It's either 7 or 8 years.
Wow,
so
that's really
quite a long time.
Yeah, and you're really local to the venue as well, aren't you? Not that very far away at all.
Yeah, no, so our studio is about 6 miles away from Heaton House Farm, so not very far at all.
Oh, that's great to have somebody so close. So imagine over the last few months, at the headquarters at Venue Perfection, well, you think it was probably quiet, but was it? Or did you have lots of things in the pipeline?
Yeah, so it did go quiet for a little while, but it just gave me a little headspace to start thinking about things, how we can do things differently, making things a little bit more streamlined, and also thinking of new products. ready for next year. So I'm looking at the new trends and just seeing what new we can offer everybody.
Oh, but that's really a really good opportunity, isn't it, to sort of like take stock of what you've actually got and think, yeah, this really works, this maybe doesn't. So it's a really great opportunity, because you would never really get that opportunity, would you?
No, definitely not, because sometimes, we always, that's our aim, to keep up with current trends, but sometimes it is a little bit of a roller coaster when you hit March until October. You're just constantly doing weddings and open days, and sometimes you don't get enough depth to really analyse things. So it's been a blessing, really.
It's been nice to take that time, and as we can see, spending time with your family as well. So it's all been good. So what trends are actually around at the moment? What are you seeing coming through? Is there something that couples are asking for more and more, or something that you would like to be able to offer couples?
Yeah, I suppose a popular trend is quite a lot of foliage, ivory flowers, gold champagne accessories, and like the taper candle holders are quite popular now with the foliage runners. That looks really pretty. But also, I think maybe we're getting a lot of couples now wanting like a bit more of the boho theme. So with the pampas grass, the dried flowers, and the dried palm leaves, which they're all really pretty and different, and you don't have to use many of the dried flowers to give a good effect. So they're really something new, and I'm looking forward to working with those.
Oh, that sounds really good. And I suppose they become quite adaptable to each of the different seasons as well. So you can incorporate the colours within the seasons. I mean, one of my favourite colours is the autumn. So I'm sure that there'll be some nice warm colours in there, won't there?
Yeah, definitely. The dried flowers with the burnt orange, fabric and burnt orange shades. The dried flowers look lovely, even mixed with a little bit of pale peach. And we've just ordered some new candles today, actually, to do a photo shoot next week in those kind of colours. So watch this.
Okay. So what's your photo shoot going to be based around? Is it a venue, or is it just for you?
It is a local venue, actually, in the Brown Edge area. But yeah, we're going to do probably like the boho theme there.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Excellent. So what sort of style of venue dresser would you class yourself as?
Well, I would say we're quite a versatile venue dresser. We do like to adapt to individual couple requirements. So, we don't like every wedding to look the same. We like to create different styles and adapt our products to suit different requirements with the individual couples, really. Unfortunately, we don't offer any packages because of that reason. We like to be bespoke. We like to make everything individual for the couples, like I've said a few times. Sorry.
Well, no, that's really good though, isn't it? Because some couples, they want a lot of items, and then some couples just maybe want centerpieces. So it's nice that you are able to adapt it to tailor exactly for their needs. So they're not having to have extra items that they don't necessarily want. So that's really
good. Exactly. Yeah. I just feel sometimes with the packages, they can kind of, chair covers and a candy cart and everything like that. I like to create something different, really.
Yeah, it makes it, they can actually build onto exactly what they're looking for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So you actually dressed one of our weddings that we had very recently, only last week, where the couple, they had a ceremony and they had their wedding breakfast with us as well, which has been one of the first ones with the wedding breakfast for quite a while, and that was Rachel and Luke. And it was lovely to see what you did, and I believe it's actually one of your favourite areas as well, where they actually had their ceremony. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, it is. So luckily it was a lovely bright sunny day, so Rachel and Luke could get married outside. So we dialed outside with them. Romantic music was playing. Obviously it was bright and sunny, and the views were absolutely stunning, as you know, and it was just really, really beautiful.
We can see the pictures there, can't we? It looked so pretty. It really did, and that's what we've missed so much.
I know.
Okay, right. Okay, so we can see in the photo there we've got one of the Moongates and also like hoops that you offer. So they are absolutely beautiful, and you would want to use them throughout the course of the day. So are they able to be moved from different areas? Would you suggest to just stay in one area?
No, definitely they can be moved throughout the day. So they could be used for the ceremony, then used behind the top table to kind of frame the bride and groom. And then even if they wanted to move it then to the dance floor for the evening, so the guests could use it as a backdrop for photographs. So it's really, really versatile.
Yeah, it really looks it. It's such a shame that when it is so beautiful not to use it over the course of the day, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and there's so many different ways to style the Moongate as well. Again, so we're not saying this is the Moongate, it's going out like this every single time. Every time someone comes in, we give people different options.
Yeah, that's really good. So it's a blank canvas, isn't it, almost?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Excellent. So when a couple approach you and maybe they're at a point where they're really not sure actually what they're looking for, how do you actually help them decide how to best decorate the venue?
Yeah, well, I think we would have a telephone conversation with them and see if we can kind of pick up anything there, and then invite them to the studio. We've got everything on display here. We've got a 5-foot table, as you would have for your wedding breakfast. So we can show them different options until they feel happy, and just basically ask questions and more questions to find out what's their style, what they like, maybe what they like home style in their home for interior, and maybe go from there, really.
And I suppose you can base it if they've got maybe picked a particular colour, that can sort of help as well. So if they've got something that you think, well, actually that would work really well, it would really complement. So that's a good way, isn't it? So you've got lots of different items on offer. They'll probably be spoilt for choice in the end, wouldn't they?
It is a little bit like Aladdin's cave. When people come in, they're like having a good look around. But
oh, that's great. Lovely. So would you provide any other services at all? Have you been doing anything within the homes sort of during the lockdown period, maybe with things like balloons and things?
Yeah, we have been providing balloons. A lot of like when the weather was really nice, everyone was having outdoor parties. So we did quite a few balloons for that, and also backdrops for in people's homes, just to make it special throughout lockdown. So yeah, we did a few, and we did an inside ceremony, wedding ceremony as well in someone's conservatory. So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I bet that was really nice. It sort of gets you back into it, doesn't it? Making you feel like events are coming. We are coming back to get you.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so if a couple were really interested in booking you, what's your booking process?
Okay, so first of all, they need to inquire if we've got their date available. And then if we've got the date available, you can either secure the date straight away with a booking fee. And then you want to come to the studio a little bit later when you've decided on a few more, if you've got the bridesmaid dresses or what theme the bride and groom are going for. Other than that, we offer the complimentary consultation where you can come to the studio, and then we would provide a quote, email it over within a few days, and then the couples would decide whether they would like to book or amend anything. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, that's great. So everybody, if you're watching at home, I have been asking Katie quite a few questions, but if there's anything that you want to ask, if you want to just pop them in the comments box below, because we will be reading them out towards the end. So get your thinking caps on. Anything you want to ask her, please do so. Excellent. So you're a bit like me. We're a bit old school. We do like to speak to people on the phone. Is that the best means of contact? Or would you prefer people maybe to email you?
Either is absolutely fine. I do like to speak to people over the phone, and then I can ask all the details. I know it gives me a fuller picture of everything. But I know everyone's busy these days, so email, Instagram, Facebook, there's so many methods, and I try my best to get back to everyone as soon as possible. But yeah, I mean, phone call and email is better because I'm on those all the time.
Yeah, it's nice to speak to people, isn't it? It's nice to have a chat with them as well. You can sort of gauge what they're looking for a little bit easier, can't you? And they can actually see how lovely you are as well, Katie. So tell us a little bit more about the consultations. So do you have like lots of things available when couples, or do you speak to them beforehand to say we're actually interested in this, or do you just sort of have it all out there and everyone can see everything?
Well, to be honest, like during lockdown, we have been doing phone consultations, and going forward, we might do this a little bit more often, just to get the details first of all, and then obviously invite people into the studio where we have the table here, normally with nothing on, and then we start from scratch, going through each area of the venue and making sure all the styling needs are met.
So couples are able to come to see you as well now. Are you're managing to do that, sort of have couples back in the studio with you?
Yes, we are. Yeah, so we've got a little sanitising station as people enter, and also for them to use as they leave. We do ask that there's no more than 2 people, and that unfortunately the bride and groom needs to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a visor, and then we're 2 meters apart.
Yeah, we've got to keep everybody safe, don't we? So absolutely. But it's nice that you can actually get to meet people face to face, and they can see exactly what you've got, because it is nice, isn't it, to do that? As much as we've seen lots of lovely photos, so we can actually see exactly what you do, but it's nice seeing it.
Yeah, it is. It's so much better to get the experience in the studio, because the bride and the couples go away feeling a lot more confident when they've actually seen it, and they've seen it on a wedding table that would look like it would on their day. So they go away feeling, just confident that how it's going to look, really, rather than it is more difficult on photographs.
Oh yeah, definitely. As much as it is like nice just to see it all together, isn't it? And then you can add things in and take things out, and you can sort of say, oh, now that might work or it might not. So yeah, it's really good to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so that's all the questions that I have for you. So we'll just see if there's any questions that have actually come in. So we do. So Sarah's letting me know that we do actually have one come in now. So that will pop for us. So let's have a look. Okay. So Kate Wall. So hi, Kate. Thanks for tuning in this evening. She can't wait for you to decorate her wedding. So that's nice. That's not actually a question, but it's a lovely comment, isn't it, to know that she's actually out there and she's watching and tuning in for you this evening. So that's really nice.
Great. No, we can't wait for your venue to dress Heaton House Farm for you either. And if I remember rightly, I think you're going for a boho theme. So it's going to be right on trend when we get to do it.
Oh, definitely. Oh, no, that's really exciting, isn't it? Oh, we've got one more question that's come in as well. So let's see who we've got. So we've got Bob White saying your studio looks amazing. So thanks, Bob, for that. So there we go. You've got a fan there. That's great. Obviously, you can see everything in the background, because we can see you sat in your studio at the moment. It all looks very romantic. It all looks very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, I am literally have it on my doorstep.
I know, definitely. Oh, we've got another question that's coming, Katie. Are you okay for time? Is that all right? Yeah.
No, fine.
There we go. So we've got Laura Wright, and she's asked, how can we book them to come and see you?
Oh, hi, Laura. Well, you can drop me an email or a message this evening. I can pick it up for you and see what appointments we've got in the diary. We are open on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday at the moment. So yeah, I'll drop me an email or a message through any social media, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Excellent. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's really good news. So yeah. Okay, so Katie, it's been great talking to you this evening. Thanks a lot for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Thanks, Jo, and thanks to everyone who's listened in.
Great. So next week, that's Monday the 14th of September, we will be chatting to another one of our husband and wife suppliers, and that is Steve and Sandra from SMH Photography. So if you're still looking for a photographer and you want some ideas, then please tune in at 7 o'clock on Monday the 14th. So bye from me.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.